My name is Joselyn. So, was it 2011? I noticed a lump in my breast. I mean, it was noticeable. Like, you can, like, feel it from even the outside, you know. I went up bra size because I had to. I put my bra size one, and I wasn't happy about it. I mean, he was happy, but I wasn't happy about it because I was already right. Because I was already at double D, and I went up triple D.
Was it painful?
No, it wasn't.
Sensitive?
It wasn't painful. It wasn't sensitive, but it was so obvious that if you hug me or like close, you could feel it. So I just wanted this thing to go away because it was really stressing me out. Because I don't like doctors. I don't like to go to the doctor, honestly. So I decided to take it on my own, but I didn't know what to do. And I'm just like, okay, I just update my will, chill out, and just wait it out.
Were you afraid?
I was very afraid. I was crying. I was upset. The minute you hear these stories all the time, and I'm thinking either that or I'm just gonna maybe do a surgery. They take off my breast. All this crazy stuff's going through my head. And at the time, I was doing a family cruise, and I was like, I'm gonna be so unhappy. What am I gonna do? And I was listening to the radio. This was like the end of 2011, and they were talking about this product. New species is doing great. So I decided to try the Legend. Yeah, a lot of people would say, then why don't you just go to the doctor? Honestly, for me, I don't like going to the doctors because mentally I'm just thinking they're just going to tell me, give me bad news. I actually sent my son to the store to purchase the Legend.
Right.
And I said, don't just purchase the Legend, walk out. They're going to try to sell you a whole bunch of stuff. Just tell them you need Legend and just that's it. So he goes, how much is it? I said, I don't know, but here's my card. So my son came home with the Legend, and I started taking it twice a day for about 6 months. I noticed the lump was going down.
While you were taking the Legend?
Yes. And when I went in for my doctor, my GYN, he said, I think you should go and see a breast specialist, but first do a mammogram. So I was freaking out. I went to the mammogram, and she's, doing her thing, and I'm crying. I'm just crying all over the place. My results came back to my doctor. He called me up. He said, come in. He says, I'm going to send you to a breast specialist. And at that point, I'm like, you never have to do that. You always just say you're fine, blah, blah. Right away, I'm freaking out. This is the bad news. I went in, and he says, they noticed the lumps and stuff like that. He said, but I don't think it's that urgent, but I want you to go in and see a breast surgeon. And I'm like, the minute you hear the word surgeon, you're going, oh my God, this is it, So I went in to the breast surgeon, and he says, he's feeling, he's, doing his thing. So he says, I'm just gonna put a needle. And I'm like, needle? Are you kidding me? A pin? I can't even take a pin. So I mustered up the energy to get the needle, and he just took a needle here and took out a lot of fluids. They tested the fluids, everything came back fine. Good. I was just so happy. This is a good, true story. When the lady called me on the phone, and I didn't answer the phone. When the testing department called me, I didn't answer the phone because I was expecting bad news. And finally, I went into a church by my job, and I called her from the church, and she said, "We've been trying to reach you." She said, "Your report came back, and your testing is benign." I said, "I didn't know what the word meant."
Oh, you didn't know what it
No, I didn't. I said,
so
oh
you had
my
to go
God.
To the dictionary
and I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out on the phone. And I'm like, I have to call my husband, ma'am, please. And I'm like, pray Jesus. I'm like, I'm benign. And I'm like, she said, oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. That means you're okay. Why didn't you just say that? Eventually, I went on my cruise because I was planning a cruise that same year. I was able to go on my cruise. I was able to enjoy myself and not have to think about breast cancer. I really love your product.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you.